The holiday season is once again here and everyone is getting together with family and friends. But as you're going to these gatherings with family and friends, the question of the matter is in today's video, is getting a reptile or a pet in general as a gift a good gift to give or to receive? Well, in today's video, we're going to be talking about just that. Stick around. My name is Nick Pulaski. Growing up, I have always had a passion for wildlife, and with that passion, along with my passion of filmmaking, I get taken on some amazing adventures creating wildlife content, getting up close with a variety of incredible animals. So come follow along as I pursue my goals of educating, inspiring, exploring, and conserving wildlife, all while having fun, seeing the beauty in our natural world. What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me here today. I am here joined by Wally, my Woma python right here. And for all who celebrated, I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday this past couple of days, enjoying it with family and friends for sure, like I did as well, and also with our scaly friends right here. This topic, as we continue on in the holiday season, or really any time of the year for that matter, we are going to be talking about today is giving a pet, including reptiles, a good gift to give. And I can speak on both ends of the spectrum here, yes and no, of it being a good or a bad idea to give a pet reptile as a gift. And we're going to start with reasons why it could be a good idea to give a pet reptile as a gift. As you guys know, we have been coming off of a lot of Black Friday deals, and a lot of Cyber Monday deals right now are still going on for sure, where a lot of people are making these deals on Morph Market and all their different websites. And for these small businesses that are selling reptiles, a lot of people are giving these deals on these amazing animals for sure. And some of these deals are hard to pass up for sure for some people. And some people might be thinking, oh my gosh, this might be a great gift for so-and-so, or it might be a great gift for themselves, myself included. I know there's been a lot of things that have been tempting me as well too, but you have to be thinking realistically. The biggest question you have to ask yourself, and for the person that is going to be receiving this, is are they ready to handle and take on this responsibility? Again, it's not like you're going on Amazon and you're buying just some random item off there like an Alexa or a toaster oven or anything like that for that matter. You are buying something that is a living, breathing thing that is a lifelong commitment for sure. Something that's going to last 20 plus years at a minimum normally for reptiles at least. And that's a big deal. At the end of the day, you have to ask that question to yourself or to the receiver if they can handle and take on this responsibility. So if we're starting with yes, this is a good idea as a gift for a person or for yourself, the answer for yes would be as long as they are able to take on the responsibility for this animal, if they have done the proper research, if they have all the care requirements met, and they have a habitat all set up and a setup all made for this animal, that would be the ideal situation for yes, they can get this animal for sure. And that's really the simplest way to put this answer, honestly. As long as they've done their research, they are fully prepared to take on such a responsibility, they know what goes into the care of this animal, they have all the proper equipment and setups needed for this animal, that is where you have all the green lights to say, yeah, this is probably a good idea for them to get this as a gift. Still, I wouldn't just say this is something that you necessarily just wrap up and put under a Christmas tree or whatever. This is definitely not one of those cases for sure. Again, you're dealing with a living, breathing animal, and it is case by case specific at the end of the day. You want to make sure that this is actually the animal that they specifically want to, down to a T, you know? I mean, there is a million Woma pythons out there, for example, and I have been super picky in the Woma pythons that I have acquired over the years. I don't just pick up any sort of Woma python. I make sure I am getting the Woma python that I personally want. You have to have that understanding, no matter what kind of animal it is, that they are getting what they actually want. Because again, this is something that they are going to be caring for. So you want to make sure it's something that they absolutely 110% do want to take on. Let's kind of go to the other side of things on reasons why a pet reptile and pets in general probably do not make the best gifts. And kind of goes to that reasoning, are they ready and are they prepared? If they are not ready and if they are not prepared to take on such an animal and it's more of an impulse situation, probably not the best idea to get that animal for this person. You know, you want to make sure that they have all their bases well-rounded to take on that responsibility. The reason is kind of what I said before. You want to make sure it is the exact animal that that person wants. I don't like the idea of someone else buying an animal for someone if that person doesn't have a say in picking out that animal. I really think you build a stronger connection with something that you kind of bond with and are a part of the buying process with. If you're there in some sort of way of approving the animal or acquiring the animal, I think there's more meaning and care behind it it where you are going to want to take on this animal rather than if someone else chose the animal for you. I think it's definitely something that you want to make sure that person is fully on board, that they fully 100% do want to the T, that it is the actual animal that they want and not just some random animal. No matter what the animal is, whether it's super easy to care for or it's super advanced in care, you want to make sure that that person is 100% on board. I think it is absolutely crucial, because if they aren't on board, at the end of the day, the animal is going to suffer and pay the consequences for that. Whether it's neglect or any of those issues, it's going to have those problems where it is not going to be getting the proper care that it needs if it is getting into the wrong hands. And again, you don't want to just wrap these things up and put them under a Christmas tree or just keep them in a box for days. You don't want to do that whatsoever. So if you ever are in that place of giving that animal to someone, make sure that you are getting that animal to them early. You know, a lot of people have different holiday shipping hours depending on the weather and depending on the time, where they will have like cutoff dates. So make sure maybe you just send a picture of the animal to them, or if you just kind of give them a confirmation that the animal is acquired and will be shipping to them, or give the animal to them early. Those are all great things at the end of the day, so keep those things in mind as well. And it's tough, you know, I mean, I have had experience in the pet industry working at a pet store and seeing people come in and wanting an animal to get for their son or daughter, and they are like, what is the best gift to give? And I always say all of these animals require a lifelong commitment. No matter if it's a fish, no matter if it's a bunny, no matter if it's a reptile, no matter if it's a bird, all of these animals are big commitments. So you want to make sure that you are doing all that you can to take care of these animals. So this is also what I suggest to people. If you know that they are fully able and done their research for these animals, you also want to make sure, if you are a parent and this is for your kid, that you are also on board for these animals as well too, because it is also your responsibility that it falls on as well too, that you are working with your children to make sure that these animals are also well maintained as well. But also too, another great idea, instead of buying the actual animal for them, this is always a really wonderful thing to do as well, is help them with the setup and acquiring the setup, or help them with acquiring the care needs for the animal as well, whether it's reptile accessories, whether it's reptile setups and enclosures, whether it's the heating lamps. All these different elements can also help with acquiring the animal and showing that they are going to be getting the animal down the line if they are getting all the proper care needs that they need first, and setting up that enclosure and whatever the animal needs specifically. So that's another great idea, is instead of buying the animal itself for this person, maybe helping them with the care needs for this animal and acquiring those things. That's another great option as well. And also too, guys, let me know down in the comments what you personally think about this topic. Do you think reptiles as pets, or pets in general, are making great gifts in general, whether it's the holiday season, a birthday, whatever it may be? Do you think pets in general make great gifts? Let me know your reasonings for yes and also for no down in the comments below. We're all here just to share each other's opinions and not to put anyone down, and I know you guys are so great at doing those types of things, so let us know down in the comments below. Now, there's so many amazing reputable breeders out there, so making sure that you are getting from someone that's reputable is also a great thing as well. And also too, there are a lot of reputable reptile rescues out there as well too. I just did a visit to the Herps Alive Foundation in Euclid, Ohio this past month, and I did a whole video clip there summarizing and sharing what Keith is doing over at Herps Alive, which is incredible stuff. If you haven't seen that video, I will definitely share a link above so you guys can check that out. But there are a lot of other reputable rescues that are small as well too, that would love donations this time of year and support, and have a lot of amazing adoptables available as well too. So also checking those out as well too is not a bad idea as well. But yeah, I love this time of year personally. Again, it's been so exciting just coming off of Thanksgiving, coming together with family and friends, and just catching up with so many people. It's really exciting. It's really exciting time for sure. But I always know that there are people out there that are thinking about getting gifts that are pets for people out there for sure. And there are different things to say about both sides of things, whether you are for it or against it. There are different ways to determine if it's the right move to make, and that's kind of the points I wanted to share here today. Plus, I love this time of year because I can put on this awesome hat and say I'm Saint Nick. And instead of handing out coal this year, I'm going to be handing out pet rocks. So for people that can't take care of pets, I'm going to be giving you a pet rock for sure. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for joining us here today. It really means the world to me. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season as well too. Thank you guys so much again for watching. It truly means the world to me. If you guys could do me a few favors, if you could like this video, subscribe to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it, as well as hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. Definitely check us out on our social media media as well too, I would greatly appreciate that as well. Thank you guys so much again for watching and tuning in today. Definitely leave your opinions down below about this topic. I would love to hear them, and so would other people as well too. And until next time, we will see you guys soon. Take care.